Okay, hey everyone, welcome back. My last video was nearly 20 minutes anyway, so this is a new one. Clap or groan, whichever the case may be. So I don't understand where 20 minutes went trying to solder one joint, but there you go. I still don't know what to do about it. Is it just not getting hot enough, or? I'll try that 370. That's giving it a little bit more heat. See, that solder doesn't seem to want to pull. If it made a nice little pull, then it should melt nicely. It doesn't seem to want to do that. I think I've got a lot of solder on the stem, but it's just bubbling on top of the pad and it's not actually sticking to the pad. Well, so I'm trying to heat the pad and the stem at the same time. By what I've been shown or watched on YouTube, you're trying to get both the pad and the stem up to the same temperature, melt the solder into the join area, keep the soldering iron in place while the solder gets up to the same temperature as the pad and the stem, and then remove the soldering joint, soldering iron. So it shouldn't take long. That's probably long enough. And we just want to feed that in. Now that should really melt on contact with any of the parts in there. But as you can see, it just seems to be, I don't know what the term would be. It's not, there we go, it's flowing now. it doesn't want to flow initially. It just sort of, I don't know how to put it. It's kind of like crusty lava. You know when you got lava that's not really super hot and you got that black crust forming on the top of it? Well, it's kind of like that. Is it just that I'm not getting it hot enough? Is that what's wrong? Now this has sort of formed a teardrop shape, and I think what it should have a sort of what's that shape of that graph? When you got like the X and the Y, and you go 1x and 10y, 2x and 9y, 3x and 8y, you know what I mean? So you got that sort of, oh Christ, what's the term I'm looking for? It should have a smooth, shiny sort of shape to it, and this doesn't. And if it doesn't, you don't have a strong joint. And if you don't have a strong joint, you've got a weak joint. And if it's a weak joint, it's liable to crack and cause a short or a break in your circuit. Maybe it's bad solder. It behaves like plasticine rather than a liquid. You can kind of mould it like a clay, but you can't really melt it very easily, which is infuriating because that's what it's meant to do. Well, it's no pointless me recording this, I'm getting nothing done here. Let's try this one thing again. Give it a wee clean first. Nice and clean. Looks dry. Put some flux on the area, on the joint. And we want to really try and get this up to a nice and high temperature. Back to trying this other solder. I don't think there's any better. 6337. I don't know what that means. It must be something to do with the composition of the solder. See, it's beading on the soldering iron, but it's not flowing onto the board. And then the more I mess with it, the more gummy it becomes. And it does not take more than a second or two for that to occur. Does not want to join to the board. It's like there's a magnetic force repelling it. That's what it's like. I'm not saying that's what it's doing. It's pure soldering technique is what's wrong. Wait a minute, have I finally done it by accident? I think I might have done. That's actually looking not too bad. Somebody said that sometimes it's better to try and add more solder to it and heat that up so that it mixes with the old solder, and then remove it, because you'll get more solder removed that way, and then go about reapplying fresh solder. So that's what I'll do. Finally, I think that one came out not too bad. And we're just about out of time again, folks. 40 minutes to solder 2 stems, 1 capacitor. Right, bye for now. Thanks for watching.